What's up, you inbred faggots? My name is Gemini, Gamini. This is a stupid fucking video where I bitch to you guys about the stupidest fucking skills in the world of magic. I'm talking about skills that are so fucking stupid they make you throw your phone across the room and use the glass shards from the shattered remains of the phone screen to cut off your own dick. Kind of fucking stupid. Skills that are so fucking stupid and brain dead that when you encounter noobs who use them, you want to shove a motherfucking chainsaw up your anus. Number 10. Double shot. This skill is so fucking annoying. It's not annoying because it's OP, but because it has literally no fucking cooldown. It's nice to know that any ranger above level 40 can just fire off this skill 17 times in a fucking row non-stop, and for the most part you can't do anything about it. That makes it totally fucking fair for everyone else who are trying to farm bosses or some shit when one of these cock-sucking rangers just walks by and fires a barrage of fucking attacks all in an instant. Every weapon rangers use are called bows, but for some damn reason they function more like fucking machine guns. And they expect warriors to fight these guys with a fucking sword. Seriously, what is this shit? Number 9. Shield. Shield can be one of the most annoying skills in the entire fucking game. Especially once it reaches level 4. Not only does it block 80 damage on its own, but combined with prayer 2 or 3 it blocks over 100. The sad thing about this bullshit skill is that it's actually necessary for most mages to last more than 2 seconds in combat against literally anyone else. The main reason it's fucking annoying is because it has the ability to block opponents' stuns, rendering them effectively useless, while simultaneously allowing mages to use their own stun at the same time. Fucking wow. If I had a dime every fucking time I had an impact shot or 3 slams eaten up by these fucking shields only to get perma-stunned and then anally fucked by a blue column of flame, I wouldn't even have to make this dumbass video, because I would have driven my fucking Bugatti Veyron into the Empire State Building and died on impact. It makes it even worse by the fact that this skill has no cast time and a ridiculously short cooldown, allowing mages to activate it sometimes up to 4 times in battle depending on how long it takes them to kill your stupid ass. Number 8. Heavy Strike. Oh my fucking god, this piece of shit skill. This skill is primarily annoying because of how fucking useless it is. I swear somebody at Com2 just got drunk as fuck and thought let's give mages and rangers these really kick-ass level 40 skills and then give warriors this skill that eats up all their crystals and does about the same amount of damage as 2 slams, but without the stun. Fucking genius. Then the boss was like, oh my fucking god, that's the best idea ever. You get a promotion. And they proceeded to jerk each other off while singing a song about how much they wanted to continue to fuck over warriors in the long term. Number 7. Stun. This fucking mage skill. Oh my god. It's not even the fact that it's a stun that's annoying. It's that it lasts so fucking long. It's a 6-second stun, which is about half of the skill's original cooldown to begin with, and allows mages, the class that already does the most damage to begin with, to pop off pretty much every one of their major damaging skills all in a fucking row with virtually no consequence. It's made even worse by the fact that stunning a mage before they use it is virtually fucking impossible due to their 120 damage worth of fucking shields. And even if you stun them in the middle of casting it, it still activates, and given the fact that it's 3 times as long as any other stun in the game, it still allows these cockhole mages to sit out the stun you put on them and then just rape you anyways. Fucking brilliant. Number 6. Ensnare. Oh my fucking god, this piece of shit fucking bullshit skill. This skill is so fucking brain dead. At level 2 it slows you down by almost half your original movement speed, which isn't necessarily a problem in combat and actually allows rangers to maneuver a little bit and attempt to avoid being butt raped by the warrior charging at them. The real problem with this shit is that it just lasts too fucking long and once again has no fucking cooldown. None at all. Rangers can just ensnare you repeatedly to constantly keep the slow active. Comparatively, Bull Rush's cooldown is like 30 seconds, while the skill itself lasts like 5. Basically, once you've used it, you're pretty much fucked, while the ranger you're fighting runs in circles around some stupid fucking bush that for some reason you can't just fucking trample over, firing his bullshit machine gun bow at you until you die. And even if you manage to win the fight, it lasts so long this cocksucker ranger can just respawn and come kill you at half HP, since you can't fucking move anywhere. Number 5. Last Resistance. Last Resistance is arguably one of the most useful and most annoying skills in the game. It gets really fucking annoying when you're like 1 hit away from killing this guy and he activates Last Resistance and all of a sudden your damage goes out the window and he butt rapes you. Except that's not even the worst part. Most of the time, Last Resistance is a completely necessary skill for warriors to even stand a fucking chance against mages. But for some reason the cooldown is like 3 minutes long. Holy fucking shit, it takes forever for this piece of shit to cool down. Mages already do a fuck ton of damage, and surviving long enough to even get a single hit off on those faggots is hard enough when your damage blocking skill decides to actually function. This skill is also super useful in battlefields and boss wars when you have 16 fucking people all spamming their machine gun bows and blue rape fires on top of you all at the same time. But you're lucky if you even get to use the skill a second time before these battles even end. Seriously, if warriors are supposed to be the tanks, why are they so easy to kill for literally every class except other warriors? Explain how the most fair fights in the game are warrior versus warrior fights. This argument alone shows how fucking unbalanced the world of magic is. And we are only on number 5. If you haven't already caught cancer from these stupid as fuck skills, hopefully you can survive long enough to get to the top 3, because shit's about to get worse. Number 4. Firestorm. I'm pretty sure just mentioning the name of this skill makes every mage player facepalm at the mere thought of it. This skill is so fucking useless it's pathetic. Unlike most classes, mages have to wait until level 30 to get a multi-target skill, excluding Flame of Kataru, but considering that skill sucks already, it's just more of a slap in the face to discover that Firestorm does the exact same amount of damage, with a longer cooldown, and a very long cast time compared to pretty much every other mage skill. Seriously, this skill is annoying mainly for the fact that it insults the player using the mage more than it actually being unbalanced. Sorry mages, but come to us, and Gameville still don't want you to be able to farm for your own shit. Number 3. Hellfire plus Doom plus Deadly. Okay, this might be considered cheating, because it's not actually a skill, and more like a combination of skills. But this combination is so fucking unbalanced, and so fucking broken, and so fucking annoying, that nobody can ignore it. Seriously, this combination is like if 3 guys decided to shove all their dicks in your ass at the same fucking time. There's literally no hope of surviving this shit, and if you do miraculously survive it, you'll only wish you were dead. Not that it matters anyway, because the mage is just going to use flare and immediately grant your wish of death. Hellfire and Doom aren't particularly broken or unbalanced on their own in any way at all. Hellfire is just a blue fire that does considerably more damage than other damaging mage skills, with a decent cast time. Doom is a skill that's incredibly useful all around, and it multiplies your damage by 2.2. It's when the Deadly comes in to play that it gets really fucking broken. Deadlies add a 3 times multiplier onto any attack, and since the majority of higher level mages are pretty much guaranteed to be using the most recent pets, that means their deadly chance is estimately 10% or higher. Considering every mage always used Doom and Hellfire as a pair to begin with, that means there's a 1 in 10 chance of hitting the unholy trinity of ass rape and insta dying with literally no way to stop it. Hellfire is already the largest damaging mage skill, a level 41 mage with a +7 tranquility wand, and about 54 and could hit my level 46 warrior with 102 armor anywhere between 120 and 160 damage without Doom. Add the Doom multiplier on top of that, and it's hitting anywhere between 260 and 350, which still doesn't seem bad compared to my about 960 HP. But once you add the bullshit as absolute fuck deadly multiplier on top, you're hitting 6.6 times the base damage, anywhere from 790 to 1050. That's really fucking fair. Most rangers will drop dead instantly, and warriors are left with literally no time to do fucking anything as mages instantly cast a flare and end their miserable lives. Fucking great. Then this smug as fuck mage can't sit there and lol about how they killed you in one shot, even though it took them no skill or actual effort to do anything. They simply rolled a dice and RNGesus decided they should get a deadly and instant fuck their opponent. That's totally fucking legit and fair. Number 2. Neutralize. Fucking Neutralize. I'm pretty sure everybody expected this one to be in the top 3, although some might be surprised to see it above the Hellfire Doom Deadly Ultra Fuck Supreme Special Murderizing Rape basket of bullshit. This skill is bullshit for several reasons. Reason 1. Mages already have stupid amount of utility. From shields that block stuns, to the longest stun in the game, to a free skill that lasts longer than its cooldown, to the ability to insta-heal itself, to the ability to just insta-one-shot people with literally no action taken. Seriously. As if this class needed a skill that legitimately removes the 2 other classes' main ways of attacking completely. Reason 2. The skill doesn't even function properly. Perhaps this skill wouldn't be so hated if it did as the tooltip said and simply removed the crystals and set the counter back to 0. But no, that's not fucking good enough. This bullshit skill does one better. 80% of the time it removes the counter completely and prevents the player hit by Neutralize from even regaining crystals through attacking or using clarity. And it can last anywhere from 20 to 60 seconds, or until the player map switches. So many fucking times I've been hit by Neutralize, then used Clarity, only to find out my crystal counter is fucking blank and my crystals can't even regenerate until after I'm already fucking dead. Seriously, this skill should never have been included in the game. Period. As if mages needed yet another skill to prevent their enemies from attacking at all. Number 1.5. Recalls and health potions. Oh my fucking god, recalls and HP pots get so fucking annoying. There's nothing more annoying than some pussy ass who sees you running at him, then just hits his magic scroll of pussy out and just disappears. Or the faggot you hit down to low HP only for his health to instantly jump back up. Seriously, fuck these people. Congratulations. You made it to number 1. I'm sure by now you've already guessed what it is. But I'm still going to waste a bit more time before wrapping it up and just getting into it. This skill is undoubtedly the most hated skill in all of the game. Hated by every person. Even the people who use it on a regular basis. Number 1. Fear. I know, just hearing the name strikes frustration into your heart and makes you think of how much you'd rather take a dildo wrapped in razor wire up your anus instead of encounter this bullshit. This skill was designed for complete nooblords, people who have so little skill at the game they couldn't pay someone to let them get a kill. This skill is the most retarded, asinine, broken, unbalanced, retarded, brain dead inbred, shit skill ever. Unlike most mage skills that stop you from moving or stop you from attacking, this one stops you from moving, stops you from attacking, forces you to move in whatever direction opposite you're facing, has no cooldown at all, has a very short cast time, can't be interrupted mid-cast by stuns, lasts ridiculously fucking long, and there is no way to counter it at all, period. Anyone who brings up Shout of Calmness needs to be slapped across the face. Shout of Calmness has a cooldown of several minutes and lasts 6 seconds. Just long enough for the fear spammer piece of shit mage to stun you, wait for it to wear off, and immediately fear you again. And these fuckstain mages can just fear you over and over, forcing you to walk back and forth like a retarded sheep's inbred fucking cousin, while they alternate damaging skills, and eventually end your pathetic existence. That's if you're lucky. If you're unlucky, the bored mage might just decide to keep you alive and constantly force you to walk back and forth for hours with no way to escape other than logging out, having someone else kill the mage, or putting a loaded gun in your mouth and pulling the trigger. You can't even open up the chat and type to your buddies while you're forced to run back and forth over and over and over again. You're literally stuck. There is nothing you can do to get out of these situations. Fighting a fear spam mage is virtually impossible without resorting to underhanded tactics like hiding behind buildings or giant boats and waiting for them to walk by so you can anal rape them, which is what these piece of shit, worthless fuckfaces deserve. Woo, that was a lot of pent up anger and aggression. I'm sure plenty of you have had my exact same frustrations with this crap in the past. If you disagree with my rankings of these skills, or think I missed a skill that should have been added to the list, I'd be happy to discuss it. Or you can just call me a fucking noob and tell me to drink bleach, like everyone else does.
What is up, you guys? My name is Gemini, or Gamini, or Mason, whichever one you want to call me at this point in time. I really don't care anymore. Anyways, I just want to tell you guys that I actually had, like, a lot of fun making this video, even though the quality is shit. I didn't have, like, my idea when I first got the idea for this video was, like, several months back. Back when I was actually still playing the game, and I figured, oh, I'll be playing for a long time, I'll have plenty of time to actually make the video, get footage, recording, etc., but then a bunch of shit happened in the game, everything got really dramatic. I got to the point where my reputation was so bad I couldn't even film because 15 people would show up at the beach anytime I was there to just spawn me, which got really annoying, and that's mostly my fault. So anyways, I just became a troll. I did the whole joke video where I deleted my accounts and then restored them. Fuck. I just lost my train of thought. Fuck. So I deleted my 2 accounts. I restored them. I left the guild that I made with Sam, who was the old Hirogi, before I bought it from him, to join Genocide after the Ravage guild was giving me problems. Or, correction, it was Politics guild, and at the time the only way I could get at the Ravage guild was to join Genocide and fight a... Fuck. At the time, I could only get at the Politics Guild by joining Genocide and fighting against the Ravage Guild, so which didn't give me on good standings because the Ravage Guild, honestly, for the most part, I'd say about 80% of the players I don't really have a problem with, and there's like a minority of 20% of the people in the guild that I actually hate, and most of them were people who were already KOS before they joined the guild, whatever. That's unimportant. Anyways, I can make another video on that later. Anyways, what I was going to ask is if you guys have any suggestions or ideas for videos, or if you want to see more videos similar to this one. As I said, the quality will be shit because I don't exactly have an account anymore to record video of me actually playing the game. But the video was fun, and I feel like several people have shared my frustrations with this, and it'll just be for fun. I mean, why the hell not?